Yeah, hey, Woodpsyche here. Welcome to the channel. Hope everyone's doing okay. Yeah, I do these wood carvings mostly in pine, and I'm just been thinking about this skull idea for a while with a snake eating it, and I decided to put a quick demonstration up. It doesn't cover how to do it. It's just basically my start to finish on this. There's still work that needs to be done on it, but down along the cane, down the length of the cane, but I'm just focusing on the top part of the cane or stick. Could be a walking stick too. Whatever. It's only about 3 to 4 feet, I think 3.5 feet long. But it's a piece of old Ponderosa pine that I had on my property. It's was a younger tree and it was all twisted and stuff, so that's why I kind of gravitated towards it. And just trying to make use of all the wood that I got laying around instead of using it for firewood, which is kind of ludicrous sometimes, but sometimes you gotta stay warm too. But I got plenty of that as it is. So basically, like I said, this is just more of a demonstration, no tutorial or nothing like that. And this whole project took quite a while because I had to do some research on snake heads eating things. Just Googled it. And then also looked up some skull faces up online because I was not too familiar with the shape, so I had to revisit that. I've made a skull in a couple of videos previously, and I think they turned out pretty good. But this one's a super smaller scale version of a skull. It's about the size of a walnut, actually. So it took a little time, little tweaks here and there, but I finally got it done. I need to get some my wood burner tool out. Mike LaFleur, one of my subscribers, sent me one. I gotta bust that out and use that more often these days. So I gotta get some extra tips for it too. So it should be a fun project. I might make another video just covering that. And there's a guy up north in John Day. His name's Sticks, and he's got a pretty cool channel. He's does all this intricate snake work for walking sticks. So this is probably maybe subconsciously inspired by his work and stuff, perhaps. But I think it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. It was those little things that you put away until later. So this is finally something that I got around to doing. And I got loads of these sticks like laying around, like all different shapes. So I got a lot of ideas for a bunch of them coming up as well. Yeah, I did a lot of hand sanding on this in the final stages with 180 grit sandpaper. I could probably bring it down to like even finer grade for the finishing touch. But I kind of want to have the snake smoother than the skull. Skull's going to be a little rougher looking on the exterior. And yeah, it's just possibilities are limitless when you come up with different ideas like this. You can do all kinds of crazy stuff. It's just the sky's the limit. It's whatever your imagination is. And I use a little wire wool, but it's not very good here just as I was trying it out, because it's a super rough kind of wool. It's like this really super coarse grade style, and it really wasn't doing much. But yeah, it's always good to pencil in areas that you need to work on. So that's marking the perimeter where I need to gouge in more to give it some depth, like showing the inner cavity of the snake's mouth a little bit. In the beginning, I was kind of like deciding on whether or not what position the skull should be in when it's going in the mouth, but I thought this one was my final decision, because my sketches in the early part of this video show the skull going straight down from the spinal cord, but this way it's going from the back of the head into the snake's mouth, as opposed to the bottom of the skull going in first. I mean, there's so many different ways you can do it, but I've just arrived at this situation and thought it was the best. So I plan to give a similar stick like this away when I reach like 2,000 subscribers, and it's going to be a different kind of stick. It's going to be collapsible, where you can screw it together end to end on like a pool cue or billiard cue, like when you break them down for transport. Due to the fact that like when you ship items that are oversized, it costs a little more. So like, for example, if I have to ship to Europe or something like that, whoever wins it are gonna be able to like break down the stick and pack it accordingly, and more affordably as well. So it's kind of like a promotional thing. I do these things periodically for subscriber appreciation, and I think I've had a few of them. I got a playlist with all the contests so far if you want to check them out. I don't know, there's maybe less than a half a dozen up there, I think, right now. But in the past, I've given away blank bark, pine knots, and some other odds and ends, some tools that I custom made, and I think I threw a few I did a few faces that went away too. We're reaching the end here, so I hope everyone enjoyed the video, even though it was like about a 10-minute video. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.